The stadium is already alive long before the first note is heard. Thousands of flags move together like waves across the stands, colors blending into a single picture of excitement as millions more wait around the world for one unforgettable moment. Every FIFA World Cup creates memories that live for generations, but sometimes it is not only the football that captures hearts. Music has always been part of the tournament's identity, bringing together people who speak different languages yet understand the same emotions. On this extraordinary night, the spotlight turns toward BTS as they prepare to perform a song celebrating Spain in a special FMV-inspired tribute. It is a moment where football, music, culture, and emotion meet on one of the biggest stages in the world, creating an atmosphere that feels larger than life. For years, BTS have shown that music can travel beyond borders without asking for permission. Their songs have reached listeners from every continent, proving that powerful emotions do not require perfect translations. The FIFA World Cup carries that very same spirit. Fans arrive from different countries wearing different colors, singing different chants, and supporting different teams, yet they share the same passion every time the ball begins to roll. That is why the idea of BTS performing a song dedicated to Spain feels so meaningful. Whether imagined as part of a creative fan music video or envisioned as a dream collaboration, the concept celebrates unity rather than competition, reminding everyone that football is about shared moments just as much as it is about victory. As the lights slowly fade inside the stadium, every conversation becomes quieter. Massive screens glow with cinematic visuals inspired by Spanish landscapes, historic cities, passionate supporters, and unforgettable football memories. The anticipation grows because everyone understands they are about to witness something designed to celebrate more than a single nation. It is a celebration of tradition, resilience, artistry, and the emotional connection people feel whenever music and sport become one story. The excitement is not built on spectacle alone. It comes from the possibility of seeing artists known for emotional performances stepping into an environment filled with the hopes of millions. Spain has always carried a rich football identity. From legendary clubs to unforgettable national team victories, generations of supporters have watched magical moments unfold on the pitch. That history brings with it tremendous pride, but also responsibility. Every new tournament writes another chapter in a story that stretches across decades. A musical tribute inspired by Spain therefore becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a reflection of unforgettable victories, heartbreaking defeats, family traditions, neighborhood celebrations, and the dreams of young players kicking a football through narrow streets while imagining themselves on the world's biggest stage. BTS have built their own story through persistence, teamwork, and constant growth. Those themes naturally connect with football. Success never arrives overnight. Behind every performance are countless hours of preparation, difficult decisions, sacrifices, and moments when giving up might have seemed easier than continuing. Football teams experience those same challenges throughout qualification campaigns, training sessions, and tournaments where one small mistake can change everything. That shared understanding of determination creates a surprisingly natural connection between global musicians and elite athletes, allowing audiences to appreciate both forms of excellence through the same emotional lens. The imagined performance begins with soft instrumentals that allow the audience to absorb the atmosphere before the energy gradually rises. Stadium lights sweep across thousands of faces, revealing children sitting beside grandparents, lifelong supporters standing beside visitors attending their very first World Cup match, and fans wearing jerseys from nations that may not even be playing that evening. It is a reminder that events like these belong to everyone. Music transforms the stadium into a place where national identity and global community exist side by side without contradiction. As the melody grows stronger, the visuals surrounding the performance begin to celebrate Spain's remarkable cultural heritage. Architectural landmarks, colorful festivals, coastal landscapes, passionate supporters, and historic football moments blend together in a cinematic journey. None of these images compete with one another. Instead, they form a single emotional narrative showing how deeply culture and sport influence everyday life. Football is never only about 90 minutes on the pitch. It becomes part of childhood memories, family traditions, friendships, and the emotional history people carry throughout their lives. Throughout the performance, every member contributes a unique presence that reflects the strength of teamwork. Individual talent matters, but collective harmony creates something far greater than any single performer could achieve alone. Football teaches exactly the same lesson. The greatest teams are remembered not only because they featured extraordinary players but because those players trusted one another. Every pass, every movement, and every celebration reflects cooperation. That parallel between music and football gives the performance additional emotional depth, making it feel like a tribute to collaboration itself. One of the most remarkable aspects of international sporting events is their ability to create memories that remain vivid years later. People often remember exactly where they were when a famous goal was scored or when an unforgettable anthem echoed through a stadium. Music becomes attached to those memories forever. Hearing the same melody years later instantly transports people back to that exact emotional moment. A performance connected with the FIFA World Cup therefore carries enormous symbolic power because it has the potential to become part of countless personal stories shared across generations. The audience responds not only with cheers but with visible emotion. Some supporters raise scarves above their heads while others quietly sing along. Cameras capture smiles, tears, embraces, and countless expressions that reveal how deeply people connect with moments of unity. In those few minutes, differences in language, nationality, and background become less important than the shared experience unfolding before everyone. The stadium feels less like a venue and more like a meeting place for humanity itself, united through sound and sport. Every FIFA World Cup also reminds us that pressure exists at every level. Players face expectations from entire nations. Performers appearing on such an enormous stage experience similar responsibility. Delivering a meaningful performance before millions of viewers requires confidence, preparation, and emotional balance. The ability to remain focused while knowing the world is watching deserves admiration regardless of whether the spotlight belongs to athletes or musicians. Both understand what it means to perform under extraordinary expectations while hoping to create something unforgettable. The visual storytelling continues by highlighting moments of resilience rather than only moments of triumph. Every successful journey contains setbacks that rarely receive the same attention as victories. Football teams recover from defeats before eventually lifting trophies. Artists overcome criticism before earning recognition. Supporters remain loyal during disappointing seasons because hope always returns with the next match. This emotional cycle of struggle and renewal gives both football and music their lasting meaning. Without challenges, victories would never feel as extraordinary. As the performance reaches greater emotional intensity, the imagined cinematography captures breathtaking aerial views of the stadium glowing beneath the night sky. Fireworks illuminate the horizon while thousands of lights from mobile phones create another constellation below. The atmosphere becomes almost dreamlike, yet the emotions remain grounded in something very real. People from opposite sides of the world are experiencing the same moment together despite never meeting one another. Technology connects millions of viewers into one enormous audience, proving once again that powerful stories can travel across every border. One of the reasons fan-made music videos continue attracting millions of viewers is their ability to combine existing performances with creative storytelling. An FMV allows editors to blend music, emotion, sports footage, and cinematic visuals into something that feels entirely new while respecting the original material. The concept of BTS performing a song celebrating Spain within an FMV framework invites viewers to imagine an artistic crossover between two worlds that already inspire enormous global communities. Rather than presenting fiction as reality, the creative format encourages appreciation for both football and music through imaginative visual storytelling. As emotions continue building, memories of previous World Cups naturally return. Historic goals, dramatic penalty shootouts, emotional celebrations, and heartbreaking eliminations all become part of the audience's collective memory. Every tournament adds new heroes while honoring those who inspired earlier generations. Music helps connect these different eras because melodies often outlive individual matches. Long after final scores are forgotten, the emotions attached to those songs continue reminding people of how they felt during unforgettable tournaments. The final stretch of the performance feels less like a concert and more like a celebration of possibility. Young dreamers watching from home may imagine themselves one day standing on a football pitch or performing before audiences around the world. Others simply feel inspired by witnessing creativity and determination coming together on a global stage. Inspiration rarely follows a single path. Sometimes it begins with a football. Sometimes it begins with a song. More often than not, it begins with believing that extraordinary moments are possible. As the last notes echo across the stadium, the applause becomes a tribute not only to the performers but to everything the World Cup represents. The event reminds people that competition can exist alongside respect, that national pride can coexist with international friendship, and that music has the remarkable ability to strengthen those connections. Even after the lights fade and attention returns to the football itself, the emotional impact of the performance continues living in the memories of everyone who experienced it. Whether viewed as a creative fan vision or simply as an inspiring celebration of culture, the idea captures the spirit that has always made both football and music universal languages capable of bringing the entire world together for one unforgettable night.